Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Rock and Reaction Rollers, where we react to music that we grew up with from the 60s to the 90s. And my name is Tammy. It's Monday night, so for those of you who've been on the channel for a long time, you know what we do on Monday nights. For those of you that are new, just trying to catch on, Monday nights we play a couple songs off the musicians list, birthday list that we put out last night. So if you want to know who's having a birthday this week, you can go out to last night's video, and in the comments underneath the video is where you'll find those lists. So anyway, I've chose a couple tonight that I'm going to do, and I probably do the same one every year since I've been on the channel, but you know, he's one of my faves. And so the first one we're going to do, we're just going to hop right in. We're going to say a happy heavenly birthday to John Lennon. His birthday will be October 9th. He was born in 1940 in Liverpool, England. And he passed away back in 1980 at the age of 40. So, anyway, we've got a little bit to say about him. After, that's what we usually do on the birthday nights. We talk more about the musician that's having the birthday than we do the songs, that we're playing. So tonight's not going to be any different. But the one I chose, we already have. I can't put a Beatles song on here because I know it'll get blocked. Or I haven't, I've gotten a couple maybe out there, but I can play them separately. But since it's John Lennon's birthday, I'm going to play one of his songs off of his solo album or whatever, and I didn't even write down what album this is off of. But already we have the songs Just Starting Over. We do have Imagine on here, and Woman. And so tonight I thought instead of playing one of those over again, we would go back to 1980 and play the song Watching the Wheels by John Lennon. So we're just going to get right to it.
People say I'm crazy, doing what I'm doing. Well, they give me all kinds of warnings to save me from ruin. When I say that I'm okay, well, they look at me kind of strange. Surely you're not happy now, you no longer play the game. People say I'm lazy, dreaming my life away. Well, they give me all kinds of advice designed to enlighten me. That I'm doing fine, watch your shadows on the wall. Don't you miss the big time, boy, you're no longer on the ball. I'm just sitting here watching the wheels go round and round. I really love to watch them roll. No longer riding on the merry-go-round. I just had to let it go.
Oh, I gotta stop this song for a minute. This is a good little retirement song. It really is, for me. Just watching the wheels go round and round. That's what I feel like I'm doing. People give me all kinds of advice on what I'm supposed to be doing when I retire, and some are like, you're gonna love it, and some are like, you're gonna hate it, and I don't know, I'm just spinning around. I don't know what I'm gonna like. So anyway, we just got to give it some time. So far it's been great. But anyway, we're just gonna get back to the song. We're doing the 1980 Watching the Wheels. Happy birthday to John Lennon. Happy heavenly birthday to John Lennon. His birthday is October 9th, 1940. He passed away in 1980. So we're doing his 1980 song, Watching the Wheels.
questions, lost in confusion. Well, I tell them there's no problem, only solutions. Well, they shake their heads and they look at me as if I've lost my mind. I tell them there's no hurry, I'm just sitting here doing time. I'm just sitting here watching the wheels go round and round. I really love to watch them roll, no longer riding on the merry-go-round. Let it go. I just had to let it go. I just had to let it go.
Oh, I hope I get to play that video. But that was little Sean Ono Lennon in the video with him, and it would have been nice if Julian Lennon would have been in it too. But it shows more of John Lennon's softer side as he was being a dad, and I thought it was a great video, so I'm hoping I can get it out there. But we're going to say happy heavenly birthday to John Lennon. His birthday is October 9th, 1940. He passed away in 1980. His real name, or his legal name, was John Winston Ono Lennon. He was an English singer, songwriter, and musician. He gained worldwide fame as the founder and co-lead vocalist and rhythm guitarist of the Beatles. His work included music, writing, drawings, and film. His songwriter partnership with Paul McCartney, remains one of the most successful in history as the primary songwriter in the Beatles. Okay, and then just some things I jotted down. There's just so much out there about him, but just about his early years, and how he grew up and stuff. But he was raised by his Aunt Mimi, his mother's sister. His mother's name was Julia, and he was an only child in that household. In 1956, his mother bought him his first guitar, but only on one condition, that it be delivered to his mom's house, because Aunt Mimi thought he was wasting his time getting into music, and even though John would tell her all the time that one day he was going to be famous. In 1958, his mom was struck by a car and killed on her way home from visiting him and Aunt Mimi, and John went into a very rebellious stage after that. Julia's memory would later be an inspiration to John, inspiring songs like the 1968 song called Julia. Okay, and in 1956, so this was a couple years before his mother passed, and around the time that I guess he got the guitar, he formed the band Quarrymen. And Paul McCartney was at one of their performances. They met each other, and Lennon then asked McCartney to join the band. And then later after that, McCartney recommended George Harrison, his friend George Harrison. And actually, Paul McCartney wanted George to be the singer, but John thought at the time that George was only 14, and I think he was only 15. But he thought that the older one should be the singer. That's what I read. Okay, and then it just says, in December of 1980, John Lennon was fatally shot by Mark David Chapman. And that day was just a horrible day. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was awful. Just seemed like the whole world just went quiet. Nobody knew what to say or think or do. But anyway, John Lennon was married to Cynthia Lennon from 1962 to 1968. And they have a son, Julian Lennon, who is also a musician, and we have some of his music on the channel. And then John Lennon was married to Yoko Ono from 1969 till his death, 1980, and they have a son called Sean Ono Lennon. So anyway, happy heavenly birthday to John Lennon. Like I said, I probably will do this every year because, the Beatles is what really kind of started the rock and roll for me, even at the age of 4 or 5, whatever I was. But I always wished I was older so I could be at one of their shows. That's just the way I felt, even at that age. But anyway, we're going to go for now. We're going to put one more song out, so check back in. We're going to do a second song off that musician's birthday list. And so be sure to tune in for that. And be sure to tell those people that you love them each and every day. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you like it. And peace out.